Holy Spirit. We're worried about being approved by the Most High. And all the other stuff doesn't even matter. Because as soon as they start talking about you need to be approved by the government, whatever else, I'll just go Jeremiah 16:19. All the Gentiles are going to come saying that our fathers have inherited lies. So if you can somehow explain, how that's not true, then I don't have to really worry about you getting approval from you. I need to get approval from the Most High. And see, even here, this is here like a painting of a Moor, right? But you guys want to get rid of the word Moor, morenos, black people, brown people, whatever. You want to get rid of those and institute the word Muslim. All of a sudden, what they are doesn't matter. It's what religion they practice. See, that's what you guys have done. Is it doesn't matter who they are ethnically. It just matters what religion they practice. And that's why a lot of these people don't realize. They think that they're Mexican, but even though the country's only been around for 250, 260 years. So they are, pretty much identifying as a nationality or where they're born, but their ethnicity it doesn't matter. And see, this is why you guys wanted to hide this history, what the Moors look like, because they were the ones that were running Spain for hundreds of years. And it's like their religion. A lot of them, I'm sure, were Israelites, but a lot of them, ethnically, they were Israel. I'm sure many of them could have been other nations as well. But their religion was Muslim. So all of a sudden now, you don't want to say Moors, you want to say Muslims. You want to say that Spain was fighting the Muslims. You don't want to say Spain was fighting the Moors. But that's, again, this is why all of a sudden now you got Muslims thinking that they're the Moors. You got all these Muslims, these Arabs thinking that they were the Moors. And you put it in movies as well. Just like there was a movie of one of the video games they made, Assassin's Creed, and they made the Moor an Arab. You see, but that's what you guys have done. So now you've got all these Arabs thinking that they have some kind of a connection to this, these 4,000 years of history, when that's not the case. You got these Muslims thinking that they were the ones that were ruling Spain for 700 years, when that was not the case. You got people thinking that they are entitled to those lands in the so-called Middle East, when that is not the case. You got Ish thinking that those are their lands, when you can see that they're coming from Europe. You got people that are going and they're following these religions, and then with their religion, they think that they get to absorb the true history. So just because you convert to someone's religious practices doesn't mean that you now all of a sudden get to take on their thousands of years worth of history. It doesn't work like that. But check this out. They're going to let you know that even when they were over in the land of what they call Palestine, or Canaan, as they say it, that what they were kind of like, what were they seeing when they were there, a couple thousand years ago. So again, we're jumping here real quick. Palestine, a 4,000-year history. Check this out right here. Herodotus, who traveled widely in Palestine and Syria and beyond the coastal region, does not mention Judea or refer to Jews. He does not mention terms such as Canaan or Canaanites or Israelites in Palestine, nor does he describe monotheism in the country. So this is a huge problem. Is this because those weren't really the lands? Was this area really not where the Israelites were? Is this really the area was not really Canaan? And when you start adopting a religion, then all of a sudden you need to adopt those practices, and then you need a homeland. So therefore, let's just pick a land here that kind of fits some of the things we hear about, these stories that we hear about. You see, that's kind of hard if you're here in 500, 200, whatever BC, and you're supposedly in the land of Canaan or Palestine. There should be Israelites there. They were being attacked by the Greeks. They were being destroyed by the Greeks. So how could you be in a land and not hear terms such as Canaan, Canaanite,